going live on the TubeView. We're live on YouTube.
Live.
All right. Who would have thought?
We're in your house.
You said that like last week. Is that your new thing? Is that your
No, that's
catchphrase?
off the block with him.
Oh. Okay. Well, this one is where we are. We're live now on Facebook. Having fun. Unfortunately, there will not be a show on iTunes and Stitchers and all of those other places because my other laptop is a POS.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But anyways. All right, ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Woo! Unity. Hi, Manny. All right.
Unity.
That's right. What's up, everyone? I'm Dano Herron.
I'm Tyler Abear.
And we welcome you to episode 377 of the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com. For all of your information, go to WrestlingNewsSource.com. Check us out on Facebook, WrestlingNewsSource.com. You can find us on Facebook, WNS Podcast, on YouTube, WNS Video, and on iTunes by searching Wrestling News Source Podcast.
Go ahead and say the regular stuff.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Stitcher Beyond Podplayer.fm.
Might as well.
Yeah, just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Dano. You can follow Tyler_Abear. Woo! So welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. This is going to be exclusively to our live feeds. So we're only going to be on the WrestlingNewsSource.com Facebook page, the WNS Podcast Facebook page, and the YouTube Live. So unfortunately, we're having technical issues as far as recording the show for iTunes and Stitcher and all that good stuff. So we will not be airing the show there this week. So this will be your chance to check it out. And, if you're a regular iTunes listener, you can check it out here and all that good stuff. And as always, if you happen to be watching us on YouTube or Facebook like we are this week, feel free to give us your comments. Hello, Jason, and happy early birthday. That's really cool. What's up, Ryan? How's it going? Welcome, everybody, as you're tuning in. Let's see. We'll talk about some of the comments that we got. Courtney asking, did we see G1 this morning? I did not.
I did not, but I don't have like the what's it called, the subscription.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't, but so I catch stuff on YouTube.
Is it New Japan World or something?
Yeah, New
like
Japan World. It's actually cheaper than the WWE Network.
Really?
Yeah. But no, I catch stuff on YouTube when I can. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. So we're gonna be doing the show a little bit differently this week. I mean, it'll be the same format as we have done in weeks past, years past.
Kind of weird looking.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because I've been doing the show. We've been doing the show on 2 laptops. This week we're doing it on 1. So bear with us as we try to keep up with all the comments. Yeah, bear. Very funny.
Bear.
Yes, bear. So as we do the show, feel free to comment like Ben saying, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" Hello, Raul. What's up, Manny? And many others. We'll try and get your questions answered, your comments addressed, and all that good stuff as we do the show here each and every week on the Facebook. The time and date may vary because I know we normally do the show Wednesday evenings, but this time is a little bit different. But hey, we adjust.
It's getting crazy times. It's getting close. It's getting kind of heavy.
Yeah, getting closer to becoming Papa Bear.
TikTok.
We were officially on the clock. We were watching.
Gosh. Yes.
So anytime between now and August 12th, we are good to go for Baby Watch.
Yep.
So if you've been following Tyler's amazing journey into fatherhood, you can see the development and
okay, wait, yes, let's stop working out. I've been eating tons of junk. People are like, no, it's sympathy.
It's his food baby.
Yeah, it's food baby. Yeah,
it's his food baby.
I love Buffalo Wild Wings.
You're like obsessed with Buffalo
yes,
Wild Wings right now. He's got to get his fix, man. So yeah, like I said, yeah, it is. Did you not know that?
No.
Oh, well.
That makes sense because of that.
Yeah. See the little indicator that
says,
says,
but I did not pay attention to
yeah. So Jason's saying the coolest thing I share. The coolest thing is I share my birthday with my favorite wrestler of all time, Triple H. So that's pretty cool. So happy early birthday.
Triple H.
Happy birthday, as our friends from Tuesday Wrestling have been known to say. So welcome to the show. We've got lots to cover. We're going to talk about Raw, SmackDown. We might dabble in NXT as well. Dabble a little bit, and we got other stuff to go as well. Tyler, how you doing?
I'm making it.
You're making it, yeah.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to become a father.
Yeah, it's like close.
Okay.
Man,
a little closer than you thought.
It's too close.
It's about to get real.
I have
your world.
Some overtime. We're working this weekend, and next weekend, I told my wife, like, whoa, hold the baby in. I gotta work this. I gotta make some money.
Let me get that money.
Let's do this.
Okay, so obviously your work is aware that you're about to become a father. So what is the situation? Because I myself am not a father. So what is the situation whenever your baby is about to be born? Like, do you just drop whatever you're doing and they're just like, okay, bye?
Yeah, pretty much.
Good. Mm-hmm. Good deal. Yeah, that's a good workplace.
Yes, it's very nice. Because some people are like,
no, finish your shift and then you can go.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they're very cool like that. So good deal. Like, my wife is gonna work until she can't work, or work like up to the date, So.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that episode of The Office where Pam's like in the middle of her contractions and it's like, no, I can finish the day. And
I don't know about that.
But anyway, so we're gonna have lots to talk about this week. We're gonna talk about Raw. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. The big announcement. It had been highly rumored for a number of weeks, and highly rumored and speculated as to what was going to happen, what the announcement was going to be. We kicked Raw off with Vince McMahon, Triple H, and Stephanie all in the ring, and they announced with the entire locker room on stage that we are going to be getting the first ever in WWE all women's pay-per-view. So that's pretty big news.
It's big. It's pretty funny, ironic. So, Mickie James is taking taking part of the all women's pay per view that TNA had, and now it's just going to be part of WWE.
Making history twice, first time ever.
Yep.
So I did find it a little interesting that they didn't choose to go with that particular wording, because on SmackDown they've been having a lot of first evers. But they'll specify for the first time ever in WWE, we're having this. Like, no, they didn't. They were just like, no, this is the first time ever. No, they've had other numerous promotions that were all female and had events and such.
Yeah. So then they are saying that, I guess, like, someone said Lita and Trish Stratus and stuff will be there.
Lita, Trish Stratus, and Beth Stratus and Beth Phoenix
make appearances, or they're gonna
appearances or competing. Who knows?
Because NXT Women's Championship is going to be defended too.
Yes, that was one thing that they did announce. It was going to be the Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, and the finals in the Neon Classic.
Yes.
So that's a lot. I mean, there's 4 matches right there for you that should be plenty entertaining, and then they're going to have other matches as well. I'm sure they're going to have like a battle royal style match, because they're talking about having 50 female participants in all.
Oh,
so
okay.
I mean, you can have a triple threat and there's 3. You can have a tag match or something like that. That might lead into the other rumor that's going around right now of a possible women's tag division. So that could be, there's 4 ladies right there. That
I swear things are like, WWE is getting so big.
It is. It's growing quite a bit.
They've been big, trust me, but they're just adding. And it's like, because I remember back in the past, it was like, well, technically, WWE can only be so big, because it seemed like, if they're not using you, they're going to release you and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, well, we're going to bring some more people in, but we're also going to release them. No, let's just bring everybody in.
Let's get everybody that we possibly can to come on in here.
Holy man.
Yeah. I mean, it's grown quite a bit in the last few years. You've got the addition of NXT. You've got the addition of
NXT UK.
NXT UK. You've got the UK division, the Cruiserweight division. So, and now you're having the females have their own pay-per-view. So, I mean, WWE is growing in leaps and bounds. And it kind of makes me wish I had taken a little bit of money and invested in their stock, because supposedly it's like at an all-time high right now, worth quite a bit. It's like, if only you could have gone back. But anyways, I mean, it's nope, not doing that one. So big announcement, big Evolution. What do you think about the name Evolution? Because I've been seeing mixed reviews on that.
Well, I think all honesty, like Evolution is like a mystery. You know?
Stop it.
What?
You know damn well what.
What? Mystery.
You have your line in the sand?
Yes.
Yep. Are we gonna see Batista?
No.
Are we gonna see Randy Orton?
Maybe.
Ric Flair?
Woo!
Triple H?
Yes.
They're gonna be all involved in this pay-per-view in some form or fashion?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So you're okay with the name Evolution?
It doesn't bother me. What
Should
is there a lot of people that's bothering?
I don't know. I think I don't know. Mixed reviews maybe. Let us know in the comments as you're watching this show on Facebook Live or YouTube Live. What are your thoughts on the name for
the
name of the pay-per-view, that being Evolution? So as I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. So we had the opening matchup, the B team going up against the Deleters of Worlds, the Raw Tag Team Championships on the line. B team end up getting the victory, retaining their titles, and the Deleters of Worlds.
Or like there was
a bump.
A bump. That's it.
Yeah. So I think it was Bray that bumped into Matt that cost them the match up or something. But after the match, they applauded and yes, wonderful. But then Bray and Matt attacked the
They're
team.
turning heel. But then I saw, how Matt does crazy stuff on Facebook.
Yes.
He has a video and then he says, there's a fine line between evil. He's trying to find a balance right now or something. He's like, I guess he's not doing all the stuff that he wants to do on television, so he's probably throwing extra stuff on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like if you want to get the actual character development, you have to go somewhere.
Because this, like I said last week, I feel like he doesn't have complete control of this character.
No, definitely not. Backstage, we saw a segment where Finn Balor was approached by Constable Baron Corbin, and he was given his own dressing room or funhouse. Finn's Funhouse. So, just more don't be a bully, be a star mentality. It works, right? After that, we got to see a quick match with Sasha Banks teaming up with Bayley to go up against...
this seems like coming up, someone's going to turn on someone.
What? No, they're best friends.
That was a quick, turn back.
They are best friends now.
Maybe this will set up for the all-women's pay-per-view. I don't know. That seems kind of, 2-3 months. Is that October? Yeah. If they can stretch it out. I don't know if they can stretch it out.
Sure they can. They stretched it this far. What's a few more months?
How long have they stretched it for?
Many moons.
I don't know what that means.
A long time.
Yeah.
It's like saying a lot of days.
Okay.
Many days. Many
moons. Many years ago.
Thousands of years ago. Let's see. We saw a segment with Braun Strowman, Kevin Owens, and Jinder Mahal. That was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, it was. I like how. Holy moly!
You like how what?
I can't talk. Baron Corbin, how he's on Kevin Owens' side. And stuff this whole night.
Heels supporting heels.
I like Kevin Owens' speech.
I like that.
Now, how he's playing the victim.
He is the victim. He was thrown off of a 20-foot cage through an announce table.
Yes, you're right. Technically, he is the victim.
He was assaulted.
Because, hey, they were on the same page. If you remember on that tag team match they had, they were on the same page. And all he did to him was like this.
Yeah, he tried to be buddies with
Braun got pissed.
Braun got out of hand.
Yep.
And attacked. That's what happened. Yeah. And it was just a way to work him to get these hands kind of thing. So, nothing really to take away from that.
Get these hands?
No, not those. His hands. Mickey James defeats Natalya. There was a Bliss distraction that cost Natalya the matchup. Anything else to take away from this?
Nope.
Okay. We got to see a segment featuring Authors of Pain and Titus Worldwide. So it looks like this feud is going to be continuing. Nothing to take away from it. I don't know. Any thoughts on what they're doing with Titus Worldwide?
It's like I don't care.
Yeah? What about Authors of Pain?
Yep, same.
They gave him the mic this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, give him a chance to talk.
Yep.
Maybe not give him a chance to talk.
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
They're not good.
They're not that great, yeah. Backstage, we saw a segment with Stephanie McMahon, Kurt Angle, Kevin Owens, and Baron Corbin, where Kevin Owens says that he wants to ruin Strowman's life the same way that Strowman ruined his, and that he wants a chance to fight Braun Strowman at SummerSlam, and if he wins, then he gets the Money in the Bank. And he said it could be by any fashion, whether Strowman gets himself counted out, disqualified, whatever it is. If I end up winning the match by any means necessary, then I get the belt. Or not the belt, the briefcase, the contract. They don't call it a briefcase; it's contract, Money in the Bank contract. It just happens to be inside of a briefcase that they don't mention. So what are your thoughts on that? I mean, obviously the heels, supporting heels mentality is working there.
Yeah, I think it works.
Okay.
I like it.
Speaking of things you like, Mojo Rawley.
Nice segue.
Yes, nailed it. Mojo Rawley goes up against Tyler Breeze. They're giving something for Tyler Breeze to do while Fandango's out on injury, and they're trying to establish Mojo Rawley as a mid-card player. Are you buying into Mojo Rawley? No? What is it about him that you're not liking?
It's weird. It's like I feel like I don't know, but like something's making me like not pay attention to him.
It's just that it factor or something?
I don't know. Not for sure.
Just something about him that doesn't sit well with you?
I respect him as an athlete, but it's not grabbing my attention.
Okay, that's fair. You got to apply WWE for at least trying to make a new star.
Yeah. Even
though it might not pan out the way that they're wanting, or maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, they're also about to pair him up with not a tag team match, but a fighting match with Bobby Roode. Robert
Roode.
And I'm not going to care about that either. Even if he beats him, I'm not.
Yeah.
But we're our
comments on Facebook are it's frozen.
But
so
we've got on your phone.
Yeah, we've got some comments from Ryan saying that he wants Bailey to have a heel turn with evil, wacky, waving, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
That works.
Yeah,
I think that works.
They come out with frowny faces.
That would be pretty cool.
They're not smiling anymore. Yeah. They're serious. Don D saying, "Hey guys, being at Raw was okay, I guess," because he was actually in attendance.
I saw that
on the group page. Saying being at Raw was okay, I guess. Thought it could have been somewhat better. Crowd was so-so, and of course, pretty fucking sweet.
Yes.
So thanks for going to check it out and representing. That was pretty cool. For whatever reason, our feed's not showing any of the comments right now, but it is what it is.
Most of the time.
We'll check in periodically as we go. We'll just play a little bit of catch up with the comments and see what all is going on. But while we're in the middle of sort of dancing around it, if you haven't yet done so, feel free to like our page, WNS Podcast. Join our group. We do have a group that's available on there. I feel like this microphone's like really high.
You're high, man.
Yeah, buddy. We also have some T-shirts available. You can go to our Facebook page and you'll see a shop now button. You can just click that and take you straight to where our shirts are. So got some pretty cool designs on there. I try to change it up. Ben is saying Mojo equals a snooze fest. He's a poor man's Moose, and Moose ain't exactly brilliant. Edwin saying Mojo needs a better character. And Zach, we'll get to your question in a little bit during the hot topic. So stay tuned on that. And I think we're all caught up at the moment. So Mojo ends up defeating Tyler Breeze. We got to see a match between Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre, but this match ends in a disqualification after Dolph Ziggler interferes. And then Seth Rollins comes out to make the save. So guess what we get? Tag match, players. So we got to see Seth Rollins teaming up with Finn Balor to go up against Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. Good guys win, bad guys lose. What's new in the world? How you doing?
Well, also you have to, I don't know, I forgot what times. Yeah, I think Finn interrupted. Also, Elias throughout the night was trying to play his music. But interrupted, 3 times?
Yeah.
3
or 4 times. Poor Elias. On the day that his album with 4 whole tracks got released. Yeah, it was only 4 tracks. I mean, it's an EP, so, whatever. Yep. All you need is the why. Why is this album here? No. I listened to a sample of it. It sounded about what I was expecting.
I don't know what that means.
So moving on.
I just coughed. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
He means it was great.
You know,
get it.
You know how he sounds whenever he's performing in front of the crowd?
Real one or Elias?
Yeah.
He's picking real one. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about
it. If I absolutely had to choose,
yes,
I have to go Elias, but not by very much.
You heard it first.
He gets 2%, and Real One gets 1%.
You heard this.
97% is me saying no. I'm not picking. I'm not.
WNS Podcast exclusive.
No,
you heard it.
Not doing that. Nope.
WNS Podcast exclusive.
Oh yeah. So,
I'm sorry.
Why would you put that on me? Which one would you prefer? How about that? Let's turn the tables.
Even though I don't like both of them.
Yeah.
Real one.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you were stuck in your car for like 3 hours.
Oh God.
And you had to listen to one artist.
Consensual.
You'd rather listen to that
because it's hilarious.
I mean, Elias.
You can't laugh at Elias.
Yeah, you can.
Is that bad?
Well, I mean, it is bad.
Is it like the same stuff he plays on Raw all the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's basically that, but it's in a studio where he's talking
Does
trash.
Does he even try to sing?
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if he's trying to sing or if he's trying to be a heel about it.
Knowing WWE, they're probably putting pressure on him.
Ryan likes his album. He thinks it's funny.
Which one?
Elias's.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing Elias. Jason's saying I haven't heard it, but I think I'd rather hear Fozzy. See, Fozzy I'd be okay with because they actually play his music on the radio. I've heard it played on one of the stations in our area.
Fozzy.
I probably put listen to Fozzy.
I wasn't even a Fozzy. I'm not a Fozzy person, but
I'm drowning in the tears.
I
remember one of his songs.
I remember Fozzy, My Enemy, that song, when Chris Jericho left WWE, it was before he came back to WWE, and his band sang a song for a TNA pay-per-view, and it was a music video too. It was, I showed him, it was clips of that pay-per-view, but also Jericho's on the roof singing and stuff.
So weird.
And I'm mad. So I remember that. I was like, wow, I think at that point TNA was trying to get Jericho to come in, but it was like, no.
He actually been saying that Fozzy is good live, and that Cena's rap album was pretty decent. Zach saying Julian Hall better than Elias.
Oh wow! What else? What else do we got? Come on, throw some more out there. Throw some more out there, guys.
Wow. Let us know what other music.
Yeah, I forgot Julian.
Yeah. Julian Hall.
Honky Tonk. Is Aiden English gonna have an album? I don't know.
I can't do with that.
Yeah, you can't.
I wouldn't even listen to the preview for that. I mean, maybe I would just because of how bad it is. I'm sorry. That does not equal singing. That is sustaining a note.
Yep.
And that's all it is. He's a monotone singer.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways, we've been in choir. We know.
Yes.
We know how to sing. I'm professional.
Homie, I'm professional.
R-Truth has a rap album.
Oh, yeah.
They actually mentioned that on SmackDown. I think he's recorded 3 albums.
What's so funny is, and I don't know if you remember this, so when he was in TNA, Run Truth Killings, he put out that video. They did world exclusive video. What's up? They did that. And they did, yeah. And then later on, he used it as his thing in WWE. I was like, that's weird how that worked out.
Yeah.
But
he has 3 albums. Wendell saying Jerry Lawler has a record.
Gotta look that up.
I wouldn't put it past.
Yeah.
Zach saying Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Wow, man.
There's been a lot of musicians that have come out now that you're thinking about it. It's like, wow. And thank you guys for the comments on that. I appreciate that.
Insane Clown Posse. WWF.
Don't mess with the Juggalos now. You're gonna make some enemies that you don't want.
Oddities, not the Odysseys. The Oddities.
And Road Dogg.
Yeah.
He's another musician.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, you guys went back on it. Ember Moon going up against Liv Morgan, and this is the thing that I found interesting about this. So, Ember Moon has beaten Liv Morgan 2 weeks in a row. Then she lost to Sarah Logan, and now she's fighting Liv Morgan again. But Sarah Logan is banned from ringside. Where's the logic in that? Shouldn't she be going up against Sarah Logan in a
rematch?
But
they don't want you to think about it. Let's just let it happen.
Oh, all right then. Well, it was a quick match. Ember Moon got the win, so there you go. Then, as we've been alluding to, Elias does get to sing, but then he realizes, no, this town, I tried to go for it and just not into it. My heart's not there, and I'm just not going to do it. So bye. So best of luck to him on iTunes. Then we got to see the main event, the number 1 contendership match to determine who would be facing Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Everyone called it.
Yes. Wow, Ben saying Insane Clown Posse, the best band he's ever seen live. And he's seen thousands of bands. Really nice guys, too. So, interesting. I'm trying to think. Probably Gorillaz was my favorite concert that I've been to live. And Metallica, Muse, Death Clock. Those were some fun ones. So Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, everyone knew it was coming. Let's be real. We knew it was happening.
A long time coming, and then now, after a match since Lashley attacked Roman.
No, he didn't.
I thought, yeah.
After the match, no, he did not. He shook his hand. Here's the thing. A lot of people probably didn't have a lot of interest in this match, but I thought it was a really good match.
Hey, look, who's coming around.
It was a throwdown match between 2 heavyweight guys. Like, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than their Extreme Rules match. So take that for what you will. I thought it was pretty good. The crowd was definitely into it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's part that brought me into it. But more power to those guys because they got me interested in it.
Let's just get this over with. Let me be Brock. No, it's been a long time coming. Unless you want to string it out even longer.
WrestleMania is right around the corner. Just a year away.
Shit.
You don't want them to hold it off?
It wouldn't surprise me. I don't care.
I mean, you could try and have Brock Lesnar.
Roman's going to beat Brock Lesnar.
Be the UFC and Universal Champion.
Put your UFC title on the line.
And then Roman wins, and it's like, what now?
Cross promotion. Roman Reigns has the UFC title.
Roman Reigns
every
has the
UFC fighter is like pissed off.
Roman Reigns must now battle inside the octagon.
I know that would never happen. I'm just throwing out the fake scenario.
Yeah, it's happening. That's where we're coming. The second invasion is about to happen. UFC invades WWE.
And chokes out all the wrestlers.
So that, look, we've got Shayna Baszler, we've got Ronda Rousey, you got Bobby Lashley who's done some MMA, you've got Brock Lesnar who's done some MMA. You can bring back Ken Shamrock to manage people, not necessarily fight. And now potentially, rumor has it that Matt Riddle's coming into the business. It's beginning. The MMA takeover has begun. Whether you want it to happen or not.
I'm excited about that, really, and Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
Coming over.
Now, if you've listened to the show in the past year and a half, somewhere around there, you've probably heard us mention Matt Riddle. We got to meet him at the Evolve show before the Royal Rumble in San Antonio. Really nice dude. And
we saw him.
I take that back. Really nice, bro.
We also talked to him at the Royal Rumble too.
Yeah. Oh, no. That was at NXT.
That was NXT.
NXT Takeover.
Yeah, that's
when we were walking by with his beers.
Yeah. Stand there and talk to him.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. So this, similar to Keith Lee being signed, this is a big name on the independent circuit. So if you are unaware of who Matt Riddle is, I highly recommend you check out Evolve. You check out some of the other promotions that he's working with, because this guy is legit. He's a really talented athlete, and I feel like he's going to do really well in the business as long as he can stay clean, or as long as they work out a deal where it's like, all right, we'll notify you 30 days before you're taking a drug test so you can get it out of your system. Because he's a incredibly gifted athlete, former MMA fighter who got popped for enjoying the green and decided to take up professional wrestling. And I mean, he picked it up immediately. And Keith Lee is going to be another big name. So, so him and Keith Lee I'm most looking forward to both of those guys.
Glory, man.
Yes. Can you imagine? Okay, so before AJ Styles, before Samoa Joe, when Daniel Bryan had just signed, that was the beginning of sort of the, oh my gosh, they signed someone like him.
Well,
and CM
I think
Punk.
Before that it was the CM Punk.
So that was,
and then Daniel Bryan,
yeah. So that was the beginning of it. That was the catalyst. So since then, and that was 8-9 years ago, somewhere around there. Imagine what the wrestling world is going to look like in 8 or 9 years from now.
Like I said, they're taking over. They're going to taking all the independent wrestlers. Yeah.
So it's going to be crazy to see what happens in the wrestling world in the next few years. But yeah, so Roman versus Bobby, like I said, pretty much all knew what was going to happen, but I thought it was a really enjoyable matchup. Didn't have any issues with the way that it ended and getting the clean win. Bobby getting the respect, showing the respect to Roman. So we'll have to see how Roman eventually takes the title from Bobby.
How he wins.
From Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Yeah. And Ben, yes, I believe they have signed Donovan.
Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah. And they changed his name to something.
Yeah, I know for sure because a while ago they showed on Facebook they did how superstars take pictures of themselves, or they don't take pictures of themselves, but the company does promotion pictures. They look like every NXT superstar, even people that you may not even see on the show that's in development, getting on, working on their care and stuff, and or maybe doing house shows with Jonathan Dijak.
Yeah.
They showed what's his name, the Houston football guy.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about. Forgot his name too.
Brendan.
Yeah. Williams.
Brandon Williams.
Yeah. Anyways, so the wrestling world is going to be changing quite a bit in the next couple of years.
Also,
be on the lookout for that.
I wonder if they're expecting everyone that they sign to be successful, or they're like, this guy's good. I don't know what their expectations.
Are they signing them because they have a plan, or are they signing them to keep them off of the independent circuit because they're a draw?
Because also, once they sign a group, they'll show it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
They will take a picture of the class or who, whatever. And there's
You got to have Triple H do the.
Depending on, there's a lot of people. Like I think the last one with Keith Lee, there was about like 8 or 9, maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
And stuff. So that builds up. That adds up. You know.
Mm-hmm. And Ben saying they need to go out and sign Jeff Cobb. For those of you who do not know, he is known as the monster Matanza Cuerto from.
Whoa. That's not.
Well, they know each other.
They know each other.
Yeah, because whenever we met Jeff Cobb, he had some Matanza posters, and I got that signed, and he said, "Do you want me to sign it, or do you want the other guy to sign it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, let's have the other guy sign it. That'd be cool." So yeah, so I mean,
I would say before you know it, give it some time. They'll probably get him too.
Mm-hmm. But you know, it's kind of making me wonder, and I'm seeing Zach's comment about New Japan and Ring of Honor creeping up on them. They are kind of working together to elevate themselves in a way. Although we're not seeing it as far as TV ratings or anything like that, we are seeing competition.
Mm-hmm.
We've got WWE and we've got Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan.
New Japan
all
is
working
trying
together.
to make it. Yeah, they're trying to. It's like, dude, WWE is a juggernaut.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, even though they would try to do it, TNA was never competition for WWE, even though they did the Monday little wars thing for a little bit. But they have some good stuff with the independents. They really do.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're starting to see that, you know, elevate themselves through competition.
Man, would it be like nuts at like eventually it's like WWE gets their hands on like Kenny Omega, Young Bucks?
That'd be nuts.
It's like, you know, Cody leaves trying to, you know, make, you know, more of a name for himself that he can do it in the independents. He's doing good. Even though I'm not like super big on Cody wrestling the independents.
Mm-hmm.
Not wrestling his style, that I'm not big on it, but he's doing good. He's doing really good. You know, Bullet Club, all that stuff. And I think WWE's trying to give me Bullet Club.
Yeah. And supposedly there's a rumor going around right now, there was a post on WrestlingNewsSource.com saying that New Japan is interested in trying to bring back Shinsuke because his contract's expiring in a few months, and you know, he probably hasn't been given that high level treatment that he was probably expecting. So there is a possibility that maybe he'd be interested in re-signing or going back over to New Japan.
Yeah,
and that would be big. So I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts? Would you rather see Shinsuke stay in the States or go back to New Japan?
I think either way I would be happy.
Yeah.
I like the guy in general. I don't think he's reached his full potential in the movie. No, that's not the word I'm trying to say. No, how am I supposed to say it? I know he's better than that.
Yeah.
Than what he's shown in WWE. If you have to work with WWE style.
Yeah.
Which WWE style is kind of evolving a little bit.
It is. It's when they're allowed to, they can go out there and put on some really good matches. I think NXT is probably putting the best matches together just because, I mean, they're allowed to. They're allowed to go out and have those 15, 20-minute matches where they're just beating the holy hell out of each other because it's more special. It's, you know, it's weird. Raw and SmackDown, they have their 2 and 3 hour shows. They do their live shows as well. And plus they have the pay-per-views once a month. So it kind of dilutes it a little bit. So you're not getting the as special matches because they know they have to turn right around and do it all over again. Whereas in NXT, they do like 3 or 4 weeks of taping all at once. Mm-hmm. They go and do a few live shows. So they have time for their bodies to heal. And then they have the takeover like 4 or 5 times a year. So they know that they can go out there and...
It seems like it's been more than that. Like this
yeah. I mean, you got the one before the Rumble. You got the one before WrestleMania. You got the one before SummerSlam, Survivor Series. You know, you got 5 or 6 that they're doing per year. And, you know, it's allowing them to be a little more crazy with their bodies. Plus, they're hungry. They're a lot hungrier to be able to go out there and put on the show. They do need to eat cheeseburger.
Yes.
Signed cheeseburger.
Signed cheeseburger for the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah. No, I don't care. I haven't watched anything from Cheeseburger other than what we saw when we were in New Orleans.
Oh, you haven't seen anything else?
Mm-mm. How's he doing?
Oh, good.
Are you guessing? You don't sound too confident in that one.
Maybe I'll see him when I go up to his house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah? You hang out with Cheeseburger?
Yeah, he lives in Beaumont.
Does he?
Yeah.
You're not lying, are you?
No.
Because you're Honest Bear?
Honest Bear.
All right. Good stuff. So let's see. Let's go over into SmackDown. We kick things off with Randy Orton coming out to cut a promo. And I got to say, this was probably one of Randy Orton's best promos in years that I've heard from him. I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, it's pretty different from what he's been doing.
Yeah, he showed a lot of intensity, blaming the fans for the reason why he did what he did. When I started this business, I was the legend killer. But
I think it works for him, but I didn't completely enjoy it. It's better than what he has been doing.
I thought it was great because he was taking shots.
Oh yeah, that's true. Not indie darling.
Yeah, I wasn't an indie darling. I wasn't performing in front of 200 or 300 people in bingo halls. I was performing in front of 20 or 30,000 people. That's where I learned my craft. That's where I paid my dues.
He said something else. He took a shot.
Because I don't take dives.
I don't take dives. He said something else though.
I don't do flips off the turnbuckles, and I was really impressed with that. I wish we would get more intensity out of him like that because I thought it was great. It didn't sound like
cookie cutter
bad,
but I'm kind of like
you done with Orton?
I like playing as him in the game.
Well,
I like playing with him.
Yeah.
I like playing
toggle his joystick.
Yeah, I like playing as him on the game. But other than that,
Cool. That's about as far as it goes. Oh, okay. Is it because of his theme song? Would you prefer the other one, Burning My Life? Yeah.
It does not matter to me. Does not matter.
Oh, okay. All right, then. What's up, Ramon? Welcome to the stream. First matchup we got to see in SmackDown, Andrade Cien Almas going up against Rusev.
That was pretty cool. They had a promo backstage, or they're talking.
Confrontation.
Lana and
Rusev.
No, what's the
Selena.
They were talking, and then the guys came in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another fresh new matchup.
Yeah.
SmackDown has been killing it with the fresh new matchups.
They really have. They've been doing a great job with that. And small thing to notice about that backstage segment, Lana's accent was nowhere to be seen except when she said Rusev.
Yeah, I was about to say that's about it.
That was about it.
Just be like Kofi. Drop it.
Yeah, just let it go.
Just let it go.
It's okay.
We know that you don't have it because we've seen Total Divas.
Have you? Well, I haven't seen Total Divas, but I saw the Dollar General commercial or Dollar Store commercial with her and Rusev. Or was it Snickers commercial or whatever, where they walk inside of a dollar store and she's like, "Okay, no, she in total normal speech, no Russian accent at all." She comes in and she's like, "Okay, now we just came here to get what we want, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course." And then he sees the toy aisle, and then he sees other stuff, so he's running up and down, and so exactly.
I gotta watch that. Yeah, it's
pretty fun. Fresh matchup. Andrade Cien Almas going up against Rusev. Surprisingly, Andrade gets the win. So, like we said last week, Andrade is going to be a big player in the next couple of years, and it looks like they're giving him jet fuel and giving him that push. There was a little bit of confrontation with Aiden English. Lana and Selena got into words, and Aiden English came to words turned into fists, and then Aiden English came down to try and help, but he ended up getting pushed back by Vega into Lana, which caused Rusev to be distracted, which caused Andrade to get the victory.
Watch at some point they're going to try and get Selena to wrestle.
Oh, I'd be okay with that. She looks like she can handle herself in the ring. I don't know if she's an actual wrestler or not. I really don't know a whole lot about her, but I would not be surprised if we see her teaming up with Andrade to go up against Lana and Rusev. And then you can have those two be in a triple threat match with Naomi and her husband, Mr. Uso. Okay. Let's see. Zach asking, do you trust WWE with the Bryan Miz storyline? Think they should have waited till WrestleMania for it? And we talked about this a couple of weeks back. where I would like to see it happen at WrestleMania, and Daniel Bryan even stated in an interview where he doesn't feel confident in the writers sustaining the story long enough to get to WrestleMania. So
that's bad when someone like that who Daniel Bryan's an awesome wrestler. He's been as far as like awesome storylines. I think he knows what works.
Yeah. But for him to be able to hold the match together, I think it'll be fine. I think they'll put on a really good match, and I'm more okay to the idea of them having a match at SummerSlam because they have been teasing it for quite a while, and so now it's finally going to happen. We're finally going to get to see this match. Ramon saying, guys, I'm going to go to Raw next Monday. Let's pray they do something good with Brock Lesnar, who's been gone, or who's going to be there after 3,000 years. So be on the lookout for Brock Lesnar. And more than likely, he'll stand there. Paul Heyman will cut a promo.
Paul Heyman will say something stupid.
Roman Reigns will come out. They'll either have a stare down or they'll brawl, and that'll be it. So don't hold your breath on something awesome to happen. I mean, as much as it would be nice to see,
we know that they put on an all right match.
Yeah.
Brock and Roman.
Mm-hmm. So, and I know a lot of people are expecting Money in the Bank cash-in. So
Brock and Roman is better than Brock and Orton.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see what happens. So after that, we got to see Samoa Joe destroy R-Truth after a pep talk from Ty Dillinger. We got to see Asuka destroy Billie Kay after no pep talk, but she hyped herself up. Then we got to see the contract signing with AJ Styles, and he was going to find out who his opponent will be for SummerSlam, and we hear James Ellsworth's music, the Chinless Wonder.
I didn't know his music at first. I was like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
So have you heard anything like is he really released or for a storyline? I haven't heard anything.
I don't know. But he did come out and say, hey, yeah, I'm the perfect opponent for AJ Styles because I've got 3 victories over you, which is true. He has a pinfall victory over AJ Styles. This is the world we live in.
Yep.
It's happened. But anyways, he ends up getting fired and Paige has him escorted out. But then AJ Styles was attacked backstage or from behind by Samoa Joe, who signs the contract, and it is later revealed that yes, he was indeed the picked opponent for AJ
First
Styles.
First time ever
in
WWE. Because AJ and Samoa Joe have like a big past.
I have an idea for a new shirt. First time ever in WWE.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know if Ellsworth is gone for good. I know he was sort of like on a per appearance type deal with
that's
with
too
WWE.
fast if they like shut him at the door. It's like, well, hey,
he came in, did what he needed to do, and
that's better than the Great Khali, which he showed up from one pay-per-view, and after that, it's
that
like
was one pay-per-view too many.
Don't let him fool you. He actually loves the Great Khali.
I do not. Mark asking what SummerSlam match will be for Lashley.
Unless he interferes and.
I don't know if I'll go that way.
Fork
I was kind of expecting the match on Raw to have a DQ of some kind, and there'd be a triple threat match. That's kind of where I was thinking that they were going to go, but it turns out they are not. So at the moment, I have no idea what they have planned for Lashley for SummerSlam. So AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe at SummerSlam. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's going to be pretty good, but I think AJ is still. It's not an official pick, but I think. They want AJ to have the belt long term. So, hey, they put on good matches. But
I know I think he's closing in on CM Punk's record of how long he's held the title.
They're trying both those titles to beat CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, and AJ.
Well, Brock's already done it, but AJ's closing in.
God, that sucks. It's like they're trying to erase everything that made. Which, fair enough. I know why.
Z-Back.
Anyway. Z-Back.
So So yeah, after that we got to see Becky Lynch going up against Carmella, and they had the stipulation that if Becky Lynch could get the victory, then she would be getting a championship match against Carmella at SummerSlam, to which she did. So congratulations to her. Glad to see that they're building her back up. I appreciate that. After that, we got to see a tag match in the tag team tournament to determine the new number one contender to go up against the Bludgeon Brothers. We got to see the New Day going up against Sanity with Usos on commentary.
They're all about those pancakes.
Yeah,
they're being pretty goofy on commentary.
They were kind of strange. Like for a while, I thought like Big E was on the commentator's table or something like that. But I don't know. But New Day end up getting the victory and they advance. And then the Bar returns, someone we haven't seen in a number of weeks. So good to see them back at it again.
They don't set the bar.
They are the Bar.
The Bar.
Zach asking any call-ups you see from NXT for SummerSlam.
SummerSlam?
Yeah. Or maybe like the Raw after SummerSlam, SmackDown after SummerSlam. Because they always do one like after Mania. They always
maybe
have one or two.
Alistair, I don't know.
I would almost be willing to bet that Aleister Black is going to get a call-up. I won't be too surprised if he does in fact show up and make an appearance. But another question is, would he be on Raw or would he be on SmackDown?
Give him to Raw.
Yeah, have him go on Raw.
Give him something good. Well, they have some good stuff, but give him something else.
He could be a big star on Raw. I think SmackDown's pool of talent is so big right now, he might get a little lost in the shuffle. Yeah. Like let them build Andrade on SmackDown, let them build Aleister on Raw. I feel like that's what they're kind of going for. So we got to see the New Day end up getting the victory.
Which is weird.
I
guess it makes sense. Yeah. It works.
You gotta have good guys going up against bad guys.
You got bad guys against bad guys.
Yeah.
And good guys against good guys.
Mark asking any words on when Ambrose is returning. Not at the moment. But make sure you keep on checking out WrestlingNewsSource.com for all the details on that. And do we think that AJ will beat CM Punk's record? Yeah, probably. I would think so. I think once he passes SummerSlam, we'll pretty much be at that point.
Pass SummerSlam, make the Summerfest.
Summerfest, yeah. If he can get past Summerfest, then I think we're in the clear.
Yeah.
We got to see the Miz and Mrs. premiere party hosted by Miz and Mrs. And the baby.
You could tell.
Or so we thought.
Yeah. You could tell something. That was a big baby.
It's just a father holding his child who happened to fall asleep. You know, right in the middle of her SmackDown debut.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't even a real baby.
What?
And the one backstage was an actor.
What?
That wasn't even their baby.
Yeah. After that baby got done with that.
Next thing you're going to tell me is that wrestling is fake.
Yeah. That baby went backstage and ate food and talked to the wrestlers. Yeah.
It's going to be Braun Strowman's next tag team partner at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's what we'll get to see. So let's see. What did you think? Okay, so Daniel Bryan came out, interrupted the show, and he got beat down for it. So it is what
I think it worked out because his premiere was happening, or his show was happening after SmackDown. So I guess give him something good to go off of SmackDown with. And
Miz threw the baby. But Zach saying shout out to Snitsky, who actually punted the baby many years ago. I do remember that, and that was pretty funny. Yeah. It's not funny, it's terrible. So immediately following SmackDown, we got the premiere of Miz and Mrs. Did you happen to watch it?
Some of it.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
I ended up watching it all, and I gotta say, I enjoyed it. I liked the way that they got in the situations or whatever.
I liked how they told the story, how they met.
Mm-hmm.
And the beginning of Miz, like when he first started doing that Divas.
Call in this number. Yeah. Call 877-555.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the show. I might watch a couple more episodes of it. I was really shocked that it was 30 minutes instead of an hour. I was like, because I had set the DVR to record an hour past SmackDown because I usually go back and watch SmackDown later on. But yeah, I was really shocked that it was only 30 minutes. But I mean, it was enjoyable. He had a very realistic approach to Maurice wanting a private jet as opposed to just getting in their tour bus. He was like, really? You want a private jet? Like, just, I don't know. Just his charisma is just all over the place.
Yeah.
And I know that his dad is somewhat sort of a meme legend in the wrestling community.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what he's going to do in the show.
Yeah.
So I might watch a couple more episodes. I will admit, I can tolerate that much more than the little bits and pieces of Total Bellas and Total Divas that I saw.
It's not as bad as you think it is.
You're right. It's probably worse.
Oh, okay.
So be on the lookout for more Ms. and Mrs. Hopefully it doesn't get too crazy. Let's talk a little bit about NXT. Since we delayed the show, I was able to go and check out this week's episode because it was a big episode. I don't know if you got to see any.
Not all of it, but
we got to see Adam Cole, former guest of the show, going up against Sean Maluta, former guest of the show, who was interrupted after the match. Adam Cole ended up defeating Sean Maluta, and it was a fine, quick little matchup. But Adam Cole ends up getting the victory. And then Ricochet came out and challenged.
I guess Sean Maluta's not part of the roster. They just bring him in still.
Yeah, every once in a while. And they even talk about him. They're like, part of the Cruiserweight Classic and, the young upstart looking to get his moment to shine and all that. So it was really good. Ricochet came out, issued a challenge to Adam Cole. Cole said no way. The rest of Undisputed came out. And then Raiders, whatever you want to call them.
War Riders.
The War folks came out, and then
Undisputed Era,
and then Mustache Mountain came out as well.
Hit him
And I agree with you, Ben. Ricochet versus Adam Cole is going to be pretty epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good match. Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, they had their contract signing. Lacey Evans defeats Tanilla Price. I didn't catch which one it was. Sorry. But the main event, that's the one I wanted to talk about. Tommaso Ciampa, former guest of the show. I don't want to say that coming on our show automatically guarantees that you're going to be a champion, but I'm just saying you got a pretty good shot. Getting some pretty good shine. Adam Cole's champion, former guest of the show. Kyle O'Reilly's on the show. He became champion. Now you have Tommaso Ciampa, who ends up having a match against Aleister Black for the NXT Championship. Really good match. And Tommaso wins. He becomes the new NXT champion. Thanks a little bit in part to Johnny Gargano. Unintentionally. Hell yeah. Give it up to my boy Tommaso Ciampa. New NXT champion. Hell yeah. So, big news because it happened during a taping and, we had a week to get ready to watch the match and I don't know. What are your thoughts on Tommaso getting the belt?
That's kind of shocking over Aleister Black, but that's good. I mean, I think it's good.
Yeah.
And, they're going to have a rematch. But
anything can happen in the WWE. Let's look at these highlights.
Yes. So, no, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Good for him. And he needs to step out of the microwave.
He's a little tan, what you're trying to say? A little burnt, a little extra crispy.
But he's still a badass.
He's going to be the extra crispy kind.
He'll whip your ass.
That's right, he will. Damn right. But yeah, I mean, he's arguably the biggest heel in WWE today. Would you agree? Or would you disagree? Is there a bigger heel in WWE right now?
No.
Okay. I mean, he's got it going on right now, so it makes sense for him to put the belt on him. They're probably going to have a rematch at TakeOver. Then Black can be on his way out to go up to the main roster. Tommaso Ciampa. It's pretty big news. So be on the lookout for the reign of the Blackheart. I think that's what they're calling him. Sicilian psychopath. I'm going to stick with.
Yep, we did that.
So that pretty much does it for Raw
Project
SmackDown.
Ciampa.
Project Ciampa, yeah. This is Tommaso Ciampa.
That's his
Project Ciampa.
was it Twitter or Instagram or Twitter handle? Project Ciampa.
Yeah. So that does it for NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Let's go into the hot topics. little bit of video game news as we're getting set for WWE 2K19. They announced earlier this week the Woo Special Collector's Edition. There's only going to be 30,000 available, which I'm guessing 15,000 for PlayStation, 15,000 for Xbox. I'm guessing.
Well, I'm going to buy 10,000.
Oh, you got that kind of cash? Got that kind of cash on you? Okay.
Yes.
Honest Bear.
Yep.
It's going to come with the deluxe edition with season pass, exclusive players, an 80s themed Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
It's not good.
No, what?
It doesn't really interest me.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
The collector's edition.
The only thing it does is that ring.
That ring.
And all the stuff is super card. But you may get some of that stuff in, like, if you just reserve.
Well, listen to these characters. 80s themed Roddy Piper, Dusty Rhodes, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. That doesn't interest you?
No.
Extra exclusive characters?
No.
What about WrestleMania 8 Randy Savage?
No.
What about 2002's Undertaker?
I don't know which Undertaker that is.
That's like the best one.
Ever.
Duh, do your homework.
Okay.
You're also going to get exclusive Starrcade 1983 Arena, the Ric Flair attire with the WrestleMania 24 robe, his retirement match, for those of you who remember, and the Charlotte Flair robe from WrestleMania 32.
Charlotte Flair's whenever she debuted in NXT.
Yeah? Why do that? Why do that? Honestly,
it's really going to be in there.
You're also going to get the Super Card Limited Edition cards featuring AJ Styles and the AJ Styles card back. A WWE Hall of Fame replica ring.
God, I'm jealous of.
That's going to be awesome. A Nature Boy inspired pop figurine commemorative.
What does that mean, inspired? It was just a pop figure of Nature Boy. Yeah. So this is not Ric Flair.
Well, this ring is inspired by the actual.
It's motivated.
It's not an exact replica, but it's inspired by the replica.
It's motivated to be the real thing.
Yes. One day, if it tries really hard and it believes in its heart, it can be.
You're gonna be like, he's gonna be like doing the podcast with the Houston Astros ring and then the Ric Flair ring.
Let's see what else is gonna have. A commemorative plaque featuring fabric pieces from Rick's pink or purple robe. So each one is going to be different. A Super Card Limited Edition Rick and Charlotte Flair card, as well as Rick card back.
Also, you get the shoe that he threw at Jay Lethal.
Yes. That would be nice.
There's multiple.
They cut it up into the little bitty, tiny pieces. 30,000 pieces. One shoe turned into 30,000 pieces. Can you imagine how tiny that little piece would be?
Never say never. Jay Lethal's going to be in 2K19 as Ric Flair, Jay Lethal.
Well, as we mentioned, New Japan is reportedly looking to re-sign Shinsuke Nakamura after his contract expires in a few months. Will it happen? We don't know. Time will tell. But they are also reportedly interested in Gallows and Anderson, saying the door is open if they are interested.
I'm kind of at the point where it's like, take them. I think they would do better back in New Japan.
Yeah. Maybe they can be treated right.
Yeah.
Final bit of hot topic news that we have, or at least that I had written down, Grandmaster Sexay Brian Christopher has been arrested for a DUI. That sucks. Everyone get behind the wheel.
I saw that mug. That picture.
No, it was not pleasant. Ben asking, have you guys watched Impact Slammiversary? If you haven't, you need to. Absolutely amazing pay-per-view.
I heard good things about it.
Yeah.
But have not.
Haven't gotten around to watching it yet. Maybe I'll find it somewhere online. But that's pretty much all I got. You got anything?
Nope.
Nothing in the video game world?
No, man, I haven't been. Well, okay, I say that. But I played one round in a video game, Dragon Ball
Fighters,
and I downloaded Fused, Gogeta, Blue Vegito, and then Fused Zamasu. So, and then other than that, I also got the Volume 4 of Dragon Ball Super. But other than that, I haven't been playing new games.
Nice. Ryan's saying that he's playing Supercard daily, and maybe if we get a empty space in our team,
dude, I would love
to be represented.
Hell yeah, dude.
That'd be badass.
Yeah.
Look up the team Epic Boom, and you'll see the two of us on there. We're in the WrestleMania 34 plus tier right now, so should be good.
I did not. Oh, it's kind of funny if you think about. Okay, so they did this the WWE 2K19 Ric Flair thing. So Last Man Standing was also Ric Flair. So that's kind of
it makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense as to why they did it. Ben saying the Sami Callihan versus Pentagon hair versus mask match. So much blood, nails, baseball bat, chairs. It was unreal.
Yeah, Sammy's kind of brutal and stuff, but he's good.
Zach commenting on New Japan about Gallows and Anderson, saying, not sure if New Japan needs them. They're already stacked, in my opinion. What stable do you put them in if they go back? Maybe just have them be on their own.
What if they don't go into Bullet Club? What if what was that club that Tonga just him and Haku or whatever? They just they turn on the Bullet Club, whatever they're firing squad. No, I don't know. I don't know.
But that's pretty much going to do it for us this week. So as always, thank you very much for tuning in. We certainly appreciate all the comments and questions and interactions in this week's show. And like I said, we do have T-shirts. I'm not wearing one. Tyler's not wearing one. So we're making great sales pitch right now. We are on trepublic.com, I think. You can just go to trepublic.com, not .org. trepublic.com. You can just search WNS Podcast and you'll find our shop. Or if you happen to go to our Facebook page, WNS Podcast, you can click the little shop here or shop now button and you can be linked to the store. So feel free to purchase it. If not, okay. And you can give us questions and comments on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, who do you want to listen to, Real One or Elias?
God. You can do so at our YouTube channel, WNS Video, our Facebook page, WNS Podcast. You can check us out on WrestlingNewsSource.com and WrestlingNewsSource.com on Facebook. And subscribe to our show on iTunes. Unfortunately, iTunes listeners and so forth, sorry about that. Maybe next week I'll get my laptop fixed and we can get the show back on iTunes. But you just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
We're on Stitcher, Beyond Podplayer.fm, and Satchel. Just search Wrestling News Source Podcast.
You can also follow us. You can also follow us on Twitter at WNS Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at WNS_Daniel. You can follow Tyler at Tyler_Abear. There you have it. For the podcast crew, I am Daniel.
I am Tyler.
And we will catch you all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. As we say goodbye to all of the streams, we got to close.